Okay, this video is on 7.1, question 46. So 46 looks like this. So this one is probably like completing the square, right? So the first thing is we have to make sure is a equal to 1, and it is. Then the second step is we take b and we divide it by 2. So this is like really this, right? So then I have to switch it to this. And then I have to square it, which would give me the 9/16, right? So then the next step is we move c over. So step 3 is move c over. And then we add our answer from here. So this guy, we're going to add it to both sides. So x squared plus 3/2 x plus 9/16 equals 2 plus 9/16. Then we have to make this guy into a fraction, right? And we'd have to make him 16. Now remember that this fraction here is what this one is going to be. So x plus 3/4 squared is this side. And this side now becomes, what's that, 32 over 16 plus 9 over 16. So now we have x plus 3/4 and 32 plus 9, 41 over 16. Okay, and then this is squared. And now we have to square root to get rid of that. So we get 41. I'm going to write it separately just so that we remember this plus or minus. Then we'll move it up more. So now we're going to bring this guy over to the other side. So minus 3/4 plus or minus 41. And then this would be 4 because I can actually like perfectly square root that. So this is my answer. Remember that you can write it like that, or you could write it like this. Oops, just one time. Plus or minus, and then just 4 over 41 because it's the same bottom. Okay, and then I'll do it with 48. So 48 is 2x squared plus 3x minus 1 equals 0. So does a equal 1? The answer is no, so we have to let it equal 1. So we divide everything by 2. So now we get x squared plus 3/2 x minus 1/2 equals 0. So now we're done step 1. Step 2 is we take b and divide it by 2, and then we're going to square it. So here's b. So 3/2 divided by 2, and then we're going to square it. So first let's do this. 3 divided by 2. Remember that we keep this guy the same, change this to a fraction. So we get 3 over 4, and then we're going to square it. Looks like we get the same thing, hey? 9 over 16. Okay, so then we're on step 3 is we move c over. So x squared plus 3/2 x. I'm going to do 4 together. So add 9/16. I'm going to move this guy over like that. Same thing, we have to make this guy be 16. So this one I'll have to times by 8. Equals 8 over 16 plus 9 over 16. This guy, same thing, this is equal to this. And I can tell because that's here. This would be 17 over 16 now. And then we have to square root both sides. perfectly square root this. So I get that. And then I'm going to bring that guy over. So now we get x equals -3/4 plus or minus 17/4. Okay, and last one, 52. X squared minus x plus 1 equals 0. So is a equal to 1? Yes. Take b, which is -1, and divide it by 2. So b divided by 2 and square. So -1/2 times -1/2 equals 1/4. So x squared minus x equals, I'm going to bring this guy over. So moving c. So 1, 2, 3, move c. Okay, and then we take the answer from 2 and add to both sides. So now we're going to add this 1/4. Oh, did I square it? Yeah, I did. Okay, now to make this guy be the same, I'm going to have to times him by 4/4, right? So this one will be x, and we can see that it's 1/2. 1/2 squared equals 4/4 plus 1/4. It's 5/4. Square root. So now we have x minus 1/2 equals plus or minus the square root 5/4. Okay, now we're going to move this guy over. So 5 I'm going to leave alone because I can't perfectly square root it, but I can perfectly square root 4, so that would be 2. Okay, so this is my final answer. So this part here always comes from whatever you're squaring. So again, taking b and dividing it by 2, and then you square it, right? So in this case, the b was the 1 that was in front of here. So that's -1. And then you have to times it by itself. So that's how we get the 1/4, which is what we add to both sides. It's just a part of completing the squares. Okay, hope that helps.